So let's check out 3 rhythm ideas here in this James Brown groove, J, B, and D. It's a very good chance that if you're playing with another guitar player, they are going to be playing that straight up D minor 7, in your face, Jimmy Nolan thing. And that's great. It'll lock up with the drums and the bass, and it'll be great. And you might think that you either need to double that or not play. And those are 2 options. But there is definitely a third option where you can fit in. So here's some ideas to do just that. We're going to solo for 16 bars apiece. Now, I think of that not as 16 bars. I think of that as 4 sets of 4. When I'm playing grooves like this, I'm always thinking in 4s. So one 4-bar idea that you can do 4 times would be something where I'd come in, take a rest on the 1, and then and play something like that. So it's similar to what Steve is playing bass-wise. He's given a lot of room there, and I'm going to match that so that space stays consistent. And I'll play that for those 4 bars, but maybe what I'll do is per 4 bars, I'll put a statement in there, like a call, and then a response. More than likely, though, I would probably play that response at the end of the 4-bar idea, at the end of the 4 times I'm doing that. What I'm doing is helping the soloist, because this is 1 chord. So you'd be helping the soloist organize their ideas and keeping track of where things are, because it's just 1 chord, and that's awesome, but it's got to be done with care. When it's done right, everybody's involved, it's fun, and it sounds great. Another idea is to take what I'm doing and maybe knock it up an octave. Now, I'm not going to go here and do it because that is going to cut through maybe a little too much. I want to leave room sonically for the soloist. So I'm going to go here. That also sets me up with some stuff that actually plays to my advantage, that this position, thinking of D minor 7 this way, I'll get more here because now I can do things like this. So take that original idea I just played, so 1. And there at the end of the 4-bar statement, I'm putting in that little stamp that says, hey, that was 4 bars, and I'm doing it with perfect fourths, and it's easy to do it because those perfect fourths fall into your fingers by way of barring, and there's so many cool things that can be done there, and you know, rhythmically, you want to keep it in check and not go too nuts, but you know, little subtle things like that, it's awesome. Shifting gears, why don't you try something like this, where this groove reminds me of Soul Power and the many iterations of that tune, you know, being recorded by James Brown and the JBs and stuff. So why don't we do something like that? Now, Dorian is definitely the mode of choice with this stuff. So think out of a Dorian approach, minor 7, minor 6th, to a minor triad, and the only thing changing is that high note. Come up with some great ideas from there, and ones that can fall into that 4-bar thing and have a little ending to it to mark those 4 bars. So, or something like, hey, oh. Or see where I'm trying to stay consistent. You know, once I lock into something, I stay there. That's very important when you're playing 1-chord jams like this. Because if you start playing random things, if everybody started playing random stuff, it would be total cacophony. There would be no groove. There would be no nothing. So when you're thinking of rhythm guitar parts here, listen. Let the music tell you what to do. And once you get into something, stick with it. The soloist and yourself, when you're soloing, will totally appreciate it. The band will appreciate it. It'll just, everything works when you do that in these environments and stuff. This is very fun music to play, but it's way more fun when it comes together like this, and this is the way to do it. Lock into something, mark it at the end, but, you know, really give a consistent idea, and it's going to sound great. All right, let's jam.